Hey, welcome to Moments of Clarity. Hey, my name is Charlie Tubbs. We want to thank you for taking your time out of this Tuesday to come and hang with your boy. I so appreciate it. Listen, do me a huge favor while you're in the room and while you're coming in. Please share and like the feed. I really, really appreciate it. Today, I'm so excited because I get the opportunity to hang out and catch up with a group of cast members that I had an opportunity to work with in Fresno, California, on this play that I wrote called Music Matters. And I had a chance to, in my little chill time, watch the actual video of the play on yesterday. Man, I had so much fun laughing and laughing and laughing so hard. So I'm glad I got a chance to catch up with my cast today. So without further ado, please welcome the cast, or some of them anyway. A lot of them are still coming, but some of the cast of Music Matters. What's up, y'all? Hey, who's on here? So we got what's up? So we got Stefan, we got Alondra, we have Amy. Where's Jay? Jay wasn't here earlier. Is Jay still here? Okay, we got Jay. All right, there's Jay. What's up, Jay? I can't hear y'all. What's up, y'all?
I wanted to mute my mic
Oh,
because I
what's
was
up?
being weird. So,
Oh no, it's all good. Listen. We had an opportunity to do a project. Have y'all been getting like reminders, like Facebook does, like these reminders? Have y'all been getting any Music Matters
Oh,
stuff?
the memories. Yep.
Yeah, the memories. That's what I said, reminders, but memories. Yeah. Um, Dude, listen. So when I started getting the first one probably like a month ago, I was like, what? And I forgot. And time flies, man. It was 3 years ago. It was 2017 when we did that. Jay, you got that big old jug. Stay hydrated, bro. So can y'all believe it was what, 3 years ago when we did Music Matters in Fresno? What was that experience like for y'all? Stefan, since you right by me, chop up. What was that experience like? Stefan, are you there?
Uh-oh, I think he froze.
Amy. So tell me about your experience. Tell me about your
Uh,
experience
so
with
that
Music Matters since
yeah.
Stefan is playing Frozen over here.
For me, it was amazing. That was the first time that I actually ever like did anything as a solo artist for myself. So that was me kind of starting off coming out in the scene. I actually met you one night doing karaoke, live band karaoke, and that's how we got into contact.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we still do those. Well, not right now during quarantine, but we still do have those. It's just like once a month. But yeah, that was like the first time I ever did something for my on my own. And it was I had done a little bit of like productions in the past when I was younger. And then of course like I grew up singing in church, so I was still currently singing in church, still currently am singing in church. But yeah, so that was something that I decided to try out and I loved it and it was so much fun and the connections and the growth that I got from that experience was so amazing and still to this day like it's a huge inspiration to like see my friends and everybody like recognize like oh my gosh I remember you, when we first met. Music Matters, like Yvonne, Shanice, like Charlie, obviously Alondra, all you guys, like it was just we in that time, like we all gained a really awesome relationship and experience with each other and growing together in that. So yeah, an amazing experience for me, and I made so many connections since then, and just kind of trying to flourish after that. So
That's what's up. So now, Lucky, you right below me, bro. So tell me about your experience with Music Matters. Yours was sort of kind of impromptu, but it fit and it was crazy hilarious in the show. So talk about your experience with Music Matters.
Well, greatness goes by many names.
Oh my
Um,
God.
I like to say
yours was
music.
awesome.
Nah, nah, nah. Seriously though, greatness does go by many names. And I like to think music matters. Like I didn't want to do it at first. I did the first play and it was cool, but I was like, I didn't really have no lines like that. I just kind of rapped and it was like it was what it was. But then coming back and just because my mom was just dragging me out the house just to come to rehearsals because I was going through my depressed stuff at the time. So I was just like just trying to get around positive energy and just being around it made me want to get involved. And the first time I did it, I was like, cool, I'm gonna just come in, do this little goofy part, and then be gone. And then I remember we did the second time, and I actually had an actual role, and I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
So in the other play, you're talking about Opel. So, but you had a role. You was the thug, right? You shot folk, and when you're trying to kill people, and
Wait,
you
that
was
wasn't the same play?
no, that was Opel, dog.
Oh dang, I did 3. I did 3
So
plays.
you did, yeah, you did 3.
Yeah,
You
well,
did.
you know, Charlie, when you get booked like I am, it's like it gets crazy out here, bro. So you know what I'm saying, you know, one schedule they kind of just blend, man. Kind of just blend. But nah, yeah, no.
I got you, man. It's all
Yeah,
good.
man, you know. It was either you or Tyler Perry, so I was like, I'm gonna just go Charlie one time for the one time, show some love. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm
Dude,
saying? Just don't ever forget what I did for you, man.
I got you, bro. I got you. I'll never forget it, bro. And I
You know
appreciate
what I'm
you
saying? You
choosing me
know.
over Tyler Perry in these streets. I
I
appreciate it.
had to, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know, you stay, we homegrown out here, you feel me? You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. That's
There's
right.
one thing my mom always told me, bro. My mom always told me, she said, son, I said, what's up, mama? And she said, no one's ever gonna be better than you. So just keep blessing people with your presence.
That's what's up, yo. Dude, I so appreciate you. I'm gonna come back to you and talk to you in 1 second. I want to talk to your mom since she's up here all giggling and nilly willy.
Oh, wait, she here?
Yeah, she's right there. I see her.
Oh, she
So
confirmed.
Alondra, let's see. Alondra, tell us about your experience. Mom of Lucky. Tell us about your experience with Music Matters. How
Her
was it for
greatest
you?
rise to fame.
Alondra, where you at?
She's muted.
She's
Oh,
muted.
he's frozen again.
She playing Frozen
Oh
too.
wait,
This is oh,
I
there she
can
go.
see her. I can visibly see her mic muted.
She's trying to do something. Oh, Alondra,
I should have went to her. I should have went to her house and did
the
this.
struggle is real in these streets, y'all. Alondra, are you good?
is she
No,
muted?
it's not.
I think she's talking. Like no, she's muted though. Like I see the microphone.
All right. Okay. So while Alondra is trying to figure out life, I'm going to come to Jay Franks. Alondra, are you there? Okay, she's still trying to figure out life. Oh, bless your heart and all your parts. Okay, Jay Franks. Talk about your experience with music. Jay, come on.
Uh,
Can you hear me?
great. It was a good experience for me because it was at a interesting time in life for me because I had been in entertainment from like professionally like 14 all the way up, but like more so 7 and up, and then like I had a time where I wanted to step away from it because of like bad experiences, but then during that time I started like dealing with old habits, like going back to street stuff and all that, and so I came back and moved back to Fresno. And one of my friends had like mentioned like Tubbs and the play and everything. And I originally got brought on as a choreographer, but I started kind of like just liking being around again. And then out of nowhere, Tubbs was like, "Hey, you want to be in one of the roles or whatever? You want to play one of the brothers?" I was like, "All right, I'll do it." Okay. So then I don't know, just being in that whole environment kind of like remotivated me for like entertainment and wanting to be in the arts and actually do the right thing because like I was at a crossroads basically during that time.
That's dope. That's real, and I'm glad. Here's what I know for a fact. I know that's my experience as well. The arts has always been like salvation to me. It's always saved me from stuff. In regards to where I've been in my life, the arts always finds me and pulls me in creative spaces that helps me heal. So I'm awesome. I'm actually honored and humbled that I'm this is my first time hearing a lot of these stories. So this is blessing me on so many levels. Alondra, are you back? Or is the struggle still real in the streets, ma'am? The struggle is still real. She said something for like a second, and
We're
then
about to pray over her connection right
I
now.
know that's off the chain. So Jay, I want to come back to what you were saying, because that's dope. Because that's right. I did bring you on as a choreographer to work with the
It's
guys.
like my audio is real choppy.
Huh?
I said my audio was really choppy. Just give me 1 second.
Okay, but can you hear me fine?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, I was just piggybacking on what you had said about because yeah, I did bring you on initially as a choreographer to help out the goal was to help out Uprise and the Divas to sort of kind of help them get clean for live performances and it was interesting because y'all gelled you gelled so well with the guys that you was working with. I'm like, man, um, I'm like, yeah, I feel like this would be a good fit either way. And I know you was like, well, I don't sing like that. I was like, bruh, you can hold, and the notes you held was still fine. And you watched the rap on, you did the rap on No Diggity, so that was fun. Dude, it was just so much fun. And I'm going to, I found out a way. I'm going to send you. Did anybody get a chance to watch the from the link I sent last night? Nobody could watch
Nah,
it.
I need that.
I got you. So tonight I just uploaded it to YouTube. And so I will it'll be private, so I'll send you guys like a link that y'all can put in a code and you all can watch it from beginning to end. Um, yeah, and so that's cool. So there are a lot of cool moments that we shared from the show, and that's really so. Lucky, what do you think? What's like your most what's probably the funniest either moment in the show or for you the moment something that happened during production or during rehearsals? Give me a good memory that you may have from the show as it relates to something silly that happened. And I know we all got 5 million stories, so I'm just anxious to
I
hear.
know. I'm gonna just say rehearsals. Me, Rasan, and Stefan at rehearsals just always kept it live, bro. Even when like unfortunately, even when you was bad, like it would just be so funny. Like it'd be like because like people like we talk about each other, be like, yeah, we feel like we got this. But then it was like you such a perfectionist, so in your head, we don't got this. So you be going hard and we just be laughing because Rasan don't know when to stop playing.
He does
So
not know when to stop playing.
man, the reactions to certain like when you be dead serious and he'll ask a dumb question,
And that will get me heated.
and you just walk off. I'll be in tears, bro. I would be in
Oh my
tears.
God.
Oh, and
So
then when Uprise when is getting their dances down, that had me crying too because you was fed up with Lee.
bro, I saw Lee yesterday, so I wish he was on because we could talk about some of those dance moves, man. Listen,
Oh
that
man, Lee
bruh.
had me crying in choreography.
So we're gonna have to do a part two of this because I want to get your responses to. I know we watched it during the cast party, but I know
Yeah.
everybody wasn't available to come to the cast party, and so everybody probably didn't get a chance to see it. Well, I know I just uploaded to YouTube. It's actually it's 2 hour like it's 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Um,
a whole production.
it's really a whole production, but we had a lot of fun doing it. So I'm going to send you guys a private link. You all watch it, and then I want to get your reactions after you watch it too, because that's a whole nother level of funny. So, Amy, you sang with the Divas,
Yes.
and you also sang a song because the show was a tribute to '90s music. So you also did a song to a song by Selena.
Hmm.
And so, what was that like for you? So, did Selena, as an artist, did she inspire you as a creative professional, or
Oh, for sure. I mean, growing up in a Hispanic home, like if you didn't watch Selena the movie, like are you even Mexican or even Hispanic? But no, really, like growing up, she was somebody that I listened to. I actually grew up listening to a lot of gospel, a
Mhm.
lot of Latin jazz. So for me, I grew up listening to Yolanda Adams, Cece Lyons, like Fred Hammond, Kurt Franklin, Mary Mary. So like I've always kind of drifted towards the gospel side of singing and that like R&B soul. So for me, singing Selena was like I had to do her justice. I couldn't just sing it and not, try to keep that pure sound that she gave to that song. So it was a little nerve wracking singing a Selena song because being my first time doing a production and having to learn that song, that was like my first Celine song I learned actually. Um, like having to perform. So that was pretty scary. But
Yeah,
overall I loved it. I mean, I think I did an okay job. I thought I mean being
Nah, you killed that.
it was
being
good, girl.
being so young and like, kind of still trying to find my voice and what my sound was kind of the challenge for me, I feel like, mostly. But being around everybody who were the artists that sang like in the production genuinely like helped so much because I knew they were kind of going through the same things I was at the time. So like talking with people and asking them like, hey, did this sound good? Or like, how did I go? Just getting that feedback,
Yeah.
I think is so important, especially for artists. Like, I love feedback. I love when people tell me, hey, you killed that song, or hey, girl, like, you could have did that a little better, because it's just something I love to improve. And I felt like in that performance, like even the second day, like I brought it even harder the second day because I wanted it to be better than the first night, So just every time trying to improve or do a little spin of something different, just bring something different to the table. I think that genuinely like did it for me. But it was a great experience. Singing, having to learn, other songs on top of that one song was kind of hectic, just within the time frame and working with everyone else and the girls, Shanice and Yvonne. Like that was another, new challenge for me, learning how they sing and like what works for them and what works for me. So that was another, experience that I was grateful for. And now, like, I kind of know how it feels to sing in a girl group. So
yeah, absolutely.
Definitely Divas was the perfect name.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. We had our moments. But no, like, it was overall a great experience and I would do it again. And, hopefully in the future, God willing, that he opens up opportunity or those doors again, and I'd be willing to take it on. So
let's go.
Don't forget about me, Charlie.
Oh, please. We family. So hey, it looks like Alondra got her life together. Alondra, are you here? Alondra?
You jinxed her.
I know. Alondra.
I wonder where she at in her house.
Where's she at in the house? She say something. Alondra, what is she doing?
I should have did this at her house.
Or maybe not, because you'd probably be sitting there stuck like her.
She's just not tech savvy.
Oh, got you. Okay. Got you. Okay, so Lucky, so you're a rapper, and you actually. So tell me, you are working on a project too. So tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, right now been working on my album. It's called 6. Just a number that represents.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Are you here?
I call myself being close to. I'm in my office.
Okay. Okay, so tell us about your experience with Music Matters. How was it for you?
I am tech savvy.
Oh, she dumb.
Oh, she heard you try to clown her.
She's behind.
I'm dead. Oh my God.
Listen, that's like any mama. I heard that.
And I'm miles away.
I know. Alondra, so tell us about your experience, Music Matters. How was it for you? Since you're hearing everything. Alondra,
she framing it. She's struggling.
She playing with us, man.
I can hear everybody now.
All right, so Lucky, go ahead and tell me about your album. We're gonna get Alondra together in a minute. She's still trying to figure out life. Go ahead. We're gonna get.
Hold on. Let me.
Oh, there she go.
Oh,
she moving around. Yeah. She gonna have to go kick people out the living room.
That is off the chain. That's why we asked y'all to come on to 250 so we don't be playing these games. Alondra, come on through. She playing. Lucky, go ahead. Tell us about your album. We're gonna come back to your mom. She's struggling. Go ahead.
So I'm working on my project. Ooh. Y'all hear, am I the only person to hear that?
Wait a minute. I think it may be a lot.
Can you hear me?
Speaker, get your headphones.
Hold on.
I can hear you guys fine. I don't know what's wrong.
We can hear you down too. You need your headphones, mama.
This is the funniest thing.
This is how every rehearsal was.
Yeah,
Except,
like freaking
except my laughter.
open the door. I haven't had an issue with connectivity all day.
All right.
I have a
So
Some
job.
Samsung problems.
okay, so Lucky, tell us about your project.
Nah, yeah. So the album called Six. Just because or even around the time we was doing the plays, I was going through my divorce and stuff. Had a lot of different struggles going on, and yeah, so just decided it's about time to really talk about it because right now I'm in a position where I'm in a new relationship. Everything's moving healthy. My son healthy, job healthy. I'm in a better mind state. And then I took that time off and I was battle rapping, and it was great. The opportunities I got battle rapping, traveling was great. It's just it wasn't the therapy. It stopped being the therapy I needed at the time. So taking the time out to really work on this project is it's been real therapeutic. Like it's gonna be a full-fledged production. Like it's gonna be the first album. I'm actually have videos behind some of these tracks. I'm getting it professionally mixed and mastered. It ain't just something I'm just throwing together. So no, I'm putting the work in for this one. It's gonna be one of them ones.
Got you. Yeah, so that's what's up. So Alondra, are you here? Can you talk to us?
Yeah, with her you just might need to mute everybody else so she doesn't echo.
Hold on, let me unmute her. Uh, Alondra, are you there? Alondra? She's still playing Frozen, y'all. Uh Jay Fran, so you are a creative now. So you're living in Vegas now. So what you doing in Vegas creatively? Jay, I can't hear you. Are you muted? Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
I got you, bro. It sounds like a Verizon commercial.
Good. All right. So now, when I first got out here, I had actually it was a lifelong friend of mine that suggested me to come out here. It was Tie Dye's little brother, Zarius, and he told me to come out here basically because it's better work opportunity, and he was like, "And I want to see you dancing again." This, that, and the third. So when I came out, it was a lot of all styles events, like every week or at least like 2 or 3 a month, to where like I was winning anywhere from 1,000 to 3,000 per like event. And then by doing that, I was reaching back out to a lot of people in the dance community and everything. And we started basically getting ready to put events together, and we're going to do outreach programs as well. And then basically that's when the coronavirus and all that kind of took over that. But before that, I was just getting back in, also doing music as well. Not like to the point where I'm putting anything out anytime soon, but like I've already been booked for like a few things as well. So yeah, just kind of getting back into entertainment as a whole.
That's a Vegas like that.
Yeah. So like
Is there?
it's crazy too, cause like let somebody heard like a few old songs I recorded and was like, bro, I'll pay you to perform this at a party, and blah. I was like, wait, what? Like, so it really just was me wanting to do dancing and acting, and then music kind of just fell back in my lap. So
That's dope. That's what it's all about. So then somebody is doing this echo joint. So you have a hey Jay, do you have another device going?
I don't. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to connect my headphones.
All right, sweet.
I'm gonna be back.
Yeah.
Okay, so Amy, are you like working on a project or something now as well?
So currently, yeah, I've been writing. Like I said, since quarantine, it's kind of been a little bit easier to like focus and sit and really think about, what we want to write and stuff. I've had like recorded a few things, just like on the iPad and getting some, ideas out there, but nothing too solid. I am in the process of writing a song with my cousin, and she's an amazing writer. That girl, she has such a talent, and I'm like low key jelly because I wish I knew how to write as good as her. But just her guiding me and kind of like showing me, how to form things and get it together. I've always had a passion for writing. So I'm hopefully starting to get that going next year. Just at least a little EP, maybe like 4 songs, originals, and just
That's dope.
get it together. Because, like I said, I feel like it's time. I've
That's
kind of
fire.
allowed myself to gain some experience in life, and I think that's a huge part of writing is learning those experiences and being able to relate to people. And man, like if I could tell you, sit down, have a conversation about all the things that I've been through in the last 4 years, I mean, definitely was God. But I know that He's opening up doors. He's giving me opportunities. I have had opportunities actually working in the studio um, with my uncle, and so that was a great experience. Wow. So just little by little getting those, experiences and working in the music industry has been a tremendous blessing. And I'm hopeful and grateful for the future and what he's about to, place in my life, the people he's placing in my life currently, setting that up for, that time that I need so that I can get, that project done. So keep me in prayer because
I got you. I
it's a
got you.
long process, but I know that it's gonna happen, and I just gotta stick to it and be positive and just surround myself with people who I know are, gonna be an asset and really just help me, gain that sound and that that passion that I want in that music. So I'm
Yeah, and
excited.
and no, you're doing it right. Like, cause I'll be running into slumps and stuff. Like, people been waiting on me to drop a music project for years, but I was battling, and that was time consuming, and my heart just wasn't in it. So I told myself at first I was gonna just start small and do an EP. So you're definitely doing it right. Like 4 songs. If you can't knock out 4 songs, it's like, come on, bro. Do you really
Yeah.
want this? Yeah. So it's like start small, yeah, and then just keep just dropping stuff. Like at this point, you don't know what's gonna hit. It can be a song that you probably not feeling, that's gonna be the one that's gonna bubble. And it's like, so you just never know. So my advice would just keep dropping stuff, keep
And it's
writing, keep working, just
yeah.
drop.
And it's so funny that you say that because I did write a song like 3 years ago, and it was just like a random like freestyle
Mm-hmm.
kind of deal. And at the time, I didn't know what I was writing, but I listened to it literally 3 years later, and I cried because I was like, wow, like little did I know in that moment that I was singing. I didn't know what I was singing. I wasn't really
Yeah.
connecting to it, but I was just singing. And then as
Right.
I threw it back, I felt that connection. I felt that experience that what I was going through at that time. And it just brought tears to my eyes because I never thought I'd ever be able to write something like that. So
Mm-hmm.
that's one thing I actually am working on right now, that specific song. But you saying that definitely is like confirmation for me in knowing that what I'm doing is right and I'm on the right path.
No,
Uh,
for real.
but just like I said, that feeling, that experience that you connect with, and with people, that's such a huge thing, especially for artists, music
Mm-hmm.
artists who can connect with their audience. Like that's a huge factor for me. I want my audience to feel what I'm feeling while I'm singing,
Exactly.
that emotion.
Exactly.
Because I feel like music brings people together. It's a
Mm-hmm.
universal language. And oh man, like I said, it's awesome to see that you guys are still doing, your thing, and you're flowing
Yeah.
through too. And
Absolutely.
like I said, it's exciting. So thank you.
Yeah, I think it's dope, but I think one thing that we all have to recognize, especially being creators and being artists, is there's purpose in all of our pains. And some of you know I have a t-shirt company, and a big part of the inception of this t-shirt company actually was birthed out of depression. Actually, most creators, most artists, and all of you all have mentioned sometimes in your lives where you're depressed, and I think that is something that comes with being a creative, comes with being a creative innovator. That comes with being, that's just sort of kind of who we are. And
Yeah.
so we have to learn how to appreciate and thank God for the pain, because there's purpose in the pain. Um, pain, and you lit for real, ain't you, Jay France? What? telling people this is gonna be a lit live, and it's literally lit. Go ahead, Jay. Go ahead. Go. Are you passing it? What's happening?
I'm saying, man, you can't just put. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
stop.
Hey, hold on. Hey, keep it steady. Jay, keep it steady. Keep it
Stop.
steady. I'm reaching.
Oh goodness.
Hey, so
All right.
this is the reason why. This you're so stupid. Y'all so crazy. This is the reason why we couldn't get through rehearsals right here.
Facts.
No, but back to what I was saying though. There is purpose in your pain. Your pain is designed to watch this. Your pain is designed to it's twofold. It's designed to press you and to extract creativity out of you. So the pressure that you're feeling in your life, the depression, all of that pressure on you, if there's purpose there, it's designed to extract creativity out of you. And so I want to encourage you, those of you that are in bouts and I know I have them all the time, bouts of depression, especially right up and through here when the world is crazy as hell, right? I can easily slip into a bout of depression because the world is so crazy right now, and as creatives, as creatives, we've got to keep creating because the stuff that we create is actually designed to heal the world. That's what it's designed to do. It's designed to heal the world. So that's why we are oppressed and depressed, but we have to sit in that depression sometimes and just sort it all out and never stop creating. We have to never ever stop creating because that's our superpower. That's our
Facts.
superpower to the world. I'm telling you, we are creators by nature, so that's our superpower.
And
So
it's crazy. It's crazy you say that because like a lot of pieces of this album, I'm kind of going into pockets where people will be like how Amy was like, oh, I wish I can write. Like sometimes, man, you don't. Sometimes you don't. Like a lot of people would tell me, oh, I wish I could just compose a song or put some stuff together like you. I'm like, bro, you don't know how many times I have to die for this, bro. Like
yeah,
I've died over and over and over. And I like there's sometimes like I
Yeah.
wish I didn't have these
Like,
stories to tell.
yeah,
Like it's just
like I
but
literally have records where you could hear me like crying in the booth, like,
yeah,
and they're heartfelt songs, but it's like you don't want to necessarily have to go where I was at to get that, like.
yeah,
facts.
So a lot of the time, yeah, and then a lot of the times, what you do have to bring to the table is what somebody needs. Like you
Hmm.
may
exactly.
admire, that what this person is doing, and that's fine to have that admiration, but you have to move as
Yeah.
well. So somebody might sit there and be like, "Dang, I wish I could write like Amy." Like, dang.
Hmm.
Yeah, you just never know how much your the thing that God pushes through you, because we're all vessels, right? So as information or so the oppression comes to get stuff out of you, you never know how what you put out, how it inspires people, how to bless people, how to encourage people. So don't ever stop creating. That is your ultimate purpose on the earth, guys, is to create. So Alondra, I think we got you back. So tell us about your experience with Music Matters, ma'am. Everybody else, go ahead and mute your mics, okay?
I was having technical issues because my son bought me a computer that could not support this programming. So I had to switch to a different
Don't do
computer,
that. Don't do that.
you
Don't do
know,
that. Don't do that.
talking
Don't do
about
that.
being tech
Don't do that.
savvy.
Don't do
I
that.
mean,
Don't do
now
that.
when we're talking about greatness, greatness falls from intelligence, knowledge, and power. That's where he came from. So I had to, say that. And, just to be clear, um, so back to what my experience was on Music Matters. It was the coolest show. I've been in several of your plays, Charlie, and that one was one of my favorites. But you have this knack for writing some of the most compelling pieces that speaks to so many different levels. I know we're not talking about Opel, but Opel was another one that kind of was the most difficult role of all the roles that I've played in your pieces. Opel was the most difficult one to play because it just opened up a lot. And but going through all of all the rehearsals, I mean, bonding with everybody, just building those relationships that we still have over the years has been just really, really great. I'm excited to see everybody grow. I've been watching Amy and on Facebook and stuff. And we still got to get together and write because, you know, we just had a whole, you know, I don't know,
Yes,
to
girl,
kind of
I
off.
agree 100%.
No, but there's a lot. I think when going back to what you guys were saying about just pressure and just life. I mean, I know that my music has changed over the course of the few years since we've been in Music Matters, and the type of because I've always been eclectic, but the style is different now. I think it's coming from a deeper place now, and I didn't even. I mean, you would think after living for so long, you know, have it coming from the place it's supposed to come from, but there's always somewhere deeper. Um, that was like, I don't know, some of the musical pieces in that, the message in that show. It was really, it was an authentic message that everybody could relate to. But and it gives us something as Christians to think about, like when we're trying to raise our kids up in, you know, the ways of the Lord, you know, it's like, what does that really look like? And I think we try to figure out what that looks like in through every lens except the lens of Jesus. And so when people step out and they want to do, I remember when I first started praise dancing, my mom had a cow. So we weren't supposed to dance. That wasn't okay. So, but I kept doing it and it ended up blessing people and just the different expressions of the arts and talking about, you know, us creatives. It does, it does, it does things for people that most people don't even know. And you'll never know until people express that to you. So just keep on creating and let those styles and genres and whatever just express themselves through you.
That's dope, and that's the realest thing ever too. And one of the things I also wanted to piggyback on what Alondra was saying, even as it relates to even my clothing line. This is the newest logo. As y'all know, remember my EP was called Love Life, Love God. That's the same thing that I named my clothing line, and but it actually hit home for me during this time that I was going through depression. Of course, you know, when Rona, that thug, came to this country, uh, Rona shut down everything. And as an event planner, y'all know I worked in the event planning space. All my jobs came to an end, y'all. And I had to be creative. I had to reinvent myself. And so I always had a brand, Love Life, Love God, and I always wanted to turn it into a clothing line. But it really spoke home to me because I had to, and Love Life it spoke clearly to me because I had to fall in love with my life experience. The good, the bad, the indifferent, all the ugly. I had to fall in love with all of that. I had to fall in love. I had to love life. And then I had to love God all over again, who's the giver of the life. And it goes back to what we preach and sing about Romans 8:28, all things were, and we believe that for real, for real. I had to fall in love with my life experience. I had to look in retrospect at all the bad stuff that happened, all the bad stuff that happened to me in life, in my childhood, and I had to fall in love with my life journey. And I said, I want to encourage all of you all to do the very same thing. None of our journeys are the same. All of them are unique. And because your journey is so unique, that's your money right there. That's your story that you got to tell to the earth. And that's your money. That's your brand. And so I want to encourage you guys to fall in love with your life experience, whatever that looks like. Everybody's walk is different, and I think it's uniquely designed to be that way. And we have to learn how to appreciate each other, regardless to our race. And those of you that know that work with me, I always try to. I'm thinking about all races as I'm writing, even as I'm bringing people together to be a part of these plays, because that's that's the ultimate race, the human race, right? And so the idea I've always thought globally and acted locally in that regard, and try to create pieces that everybody can relate to. And so I appreciate you guys. Y'all have no idea. All of this stuff is just words on paper without y'all. It's just like he wrote some, y'all, but you all had to make these characters come to life, and then also y'all had to make them believable. So that's work that you all had to put into this. So I appreciate y'all more than y'all know. And so, Jay, to hear you talk about your bouts with depression, and you just never know. I mean, we were having fun trying to put Music Matters together. But I mean, all of us was going through a lot of different things, a lot of stuff we didn't talk about. And sometimes just coming to play rehearsal was an escape.
If I can kind of like go into saying those life, experiences. So I don't know if you remember, but my dad kind of like talked to you after the show one night.
Yeah.
And so if I can,
And your dad. So give us some background. So your dad is a pastor, right? He
my
pastors a church.
dad's a worship pastor. Yes.
Gotcha.
So my dad's a PK, and so I grew up in church, and so my dad also loves music, and being a worship pastor, like that's in itself like music is everything in our household. But it was also that experience that kind of helped my dad see that growing up in church and having a relationship with God doesn't always have to affect you singing out in the world or singing in places that normally Christians don't think is right. And that was something that I struggled with my family, with my dad. And so it was so weird how this Music Matters and the storyline pretty much of Music Matters, if people don't know, is it's a pastor's son, and a pastor is not okay with his son singing out in the world and being an artist in the world. Oh snap! but
Hello.
but yeah, so for me, my father talking to you, Charlie, and kind of letting you know like how this play really, spoke to him. I was so like shocked, because my dad was like, growing up, we can watch MTV, we cannot listen to B95, Q97. The only station we can listen to is Mega Oldies. And that's because my dad liked that station. But as far as like music, we were really like withheld from that. But my dad loves jazz. My dad loves, like funk, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like I grew up listening to all that. So
Yeah.
for me, I think it's a different experience when you're a child is actually doing those things versus you seeing other people's children. And it's like my kid can't do that, but like you guys are okay. You can do it, but I think because growing up, I'm the youngest in my family. So my sister and my brother, were in the music scene here in Fresno. And so my dad seeing that, he kind of struggled with that too, allowing my sister to sing and my brother playing in like, places that obviously are not ideal for a Christian home. And, but finally, I think that production and that story definitely helped my dad see my passion and what God has called me to do. And I've definitely had a lot of checks in my life too, where I was performing in certain places and I didn't feel comfortable, and I didn't, I felt like, okay, this is not for me. Like, but it's those experiences that you go through and those, challenges that you have to like work through in order to realize, okay, that's not where God wants me. And I feel like after that, my dad being a little bit more accepting to what I want, he has seen how much God has blessed me in doing my own, to the point where I literally just had my own debut show last year. Like I think it's already been a year. And that was my first show ever doing by myself. And like 3 hours, that's a long time for somebody never experienced. But the love and support that I had that day was like such a blessing to see that people who really do love and support me were there, and just having a good time, and to see my parents come and see me perform was like a blessing in itself, because I knew that my parents are not big on things like that, but to see them come and support me and be there for me, and knowing that it's not exactly what they want for my life, but because they love me and they'll be there, that's what's the most like heartwarming thing for me. So like I said, this play definitely has made a huge impact in my life, and definitely in my dad. Like that was the main thing that I think definitely spoke to him, was seeing that ministers kids going out in the world and doing things, and still having that strong foundation and having that relationship with God. And I have never left him, and he's never left me.
Exactly.
And I'm so grateful that he's continued to show me and bless me throughout my life. Even when I was in my darkest hour, God still revealed himself to me, and I was so grateful, and has brought me so far. So and he's not done. He's not done
Of
with it.
course not. But I think that's the dope part about it. I think once people realize that everybody's journey is individualized, that means it's different. I can't make my journey be like your journey. It's disrespectful for me to say, "Oh no, you can't do that," because I can't do that. At the end of the day, we all have to work out our own soul salvation, right? And so that's why everybody's journey is individualistic. There are people that can do things that I can't do. I just have to follow my own convictions, and it's okay that I can't do what they do, but I can do what I can do, and I'm good with that. So Lee Daniels, not the one from Empire, but we have a Lee Daniels as a part of our cast. He's finally he's logged on. Lee, what's up? We was talking about you earlier, man, with them fancy dance moves you had. So tell us about your Music Matters experience. Tell us about your Music Matters experience, man.
So I watched it. Okay. I can definitely say that I remember walking down the street, or I was on a skateboard or something, and I ran into Jeremy and Rashawn, and they're like, "Hey, you want to be in a show?" And I was like, "Yeah, my name is Lee. Nice to meet you." And the show was already getting going, and I had to make a choice: either learn how to dance, or just have a lot of fun with it and take that full on that I don't know how to dance and
And you just
do
chose, and you
that
chose to
and
have fun.
see what that
You
would.
chose to have fun.
Good job, bro.
Respect you. You chose to have fun.
There's different dance moves in there, but yeah, I committed to what I committed to, obviously. And I looked back at it last night, and that was pretty fun.
It was great, man. I laughed so hard. Not just at that, but I laughed at so many different elements in the production that really, really made me laugh really, really hard. So Alondra, we were going back and forth, and we were talking about we were trying to figure out which scene was the most dramatic, which scene was the most comical. I think Jay made a good point. I think most comical probably was Lucky scene with Phil in the barbershop. I can't, and that's we were lucky. We was talking about that earlier, man. It was so impromptu, but it ended up being
Yeah, because we just threw it together last
man.
minute.
So when y'all go back and watch it, I'm gonna send y'all a link tonight. When y'all go back and watch it, I promise you, y'all gonna howl on so many levels, and so much funny stuff that was going on. A lot of stuff that was funny to me is because of course, after I did the first scene, the barbershop scene, I had plans. My plan was to go change before the actual club scene when they introduced me to come out with Gabe. And of course, it was so much stuff going on. I never got a chance to change. Either night, I never got a chance to change. And it was funny walking to the club with the same clothes I had on the barbershop. It was all wrong. But either way, the show must go on. So I'm sitting there laughing because I'm thinking about all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes while this was going on. And like some people missed their cues or taking stuff off the stage. I remember all that stuff, and I was just like, oh, that's the reason why the lights hadn't come up yet. But most comical for me probably was definitely Lucky. So tell me how you and Phil came up with that. It was silly as ever.
No, because me and Phil, we get together, bro, and we just do stuff. We just do random stuff, like for no reason. Like there's no real meaning, there's no real purpose, there's no real method behind it. He says something, I bounce off that. He says something now, I bounce off that. And it just comes so easy. So once Phil was playing that role and you was like, I just want you to do something, I was like, we got you, bro. We got
It
you.
was
Like,
it was freaking hilarious, man.
like we just at that point we just threw the script and was like, we got you, bro.
Let's go, let's go, let's
Trust
go.
us. Trust us.
It was so crazy. It was so. I was laughing so hard, man. Y'all have no idea. So Bishop, I see you made it in, Doc. Um,
I was having some technical difficulties, but I'm back.
I'm glad you made it back, son. So tell us about your experience with Music Matters. You played the mailman that had a crush on my sister. Tell me about all that. You tell me, let's chill.
Hilarious. That was like criminally underrated. Hilarious, bro.
It was
Like
dope,
he
though.
killed that.
He killed
Killed
that.
that,
Yeah,
bro.
it was so dope. So go ahead,
You
tell
know
us
what?
about it.
That whole role, like playing the actual role, it was fun for me. But what was really the challenge was that was my first time singing R&B to like any capacity,
Oh
like
wow.
real life. I had never, and I remember like when we were rehearsing, Charlie was really riding, and he was like, "No, you have to hit certain licks and you have to hit certain runs because, if you don't, it's going to take away from the song. And I was like, oh man. But the role in and of itself was hilarious and like, just kind of showing up. And then as we kept getting further into it, diving further into that character. And, I'm a nerd. I have no swag at all. So let me just put that out there. So, having to have some swag and, trying to hit on this single mom with 2 grown children and, all that stuff. And, it was like, it was cool. It was, like you said, it was hilarious. Like the whole thing was just funny from the song down to the actual, just the way everything played out. Like it was all good.
That's dope, man. We had so much fun. We had so much fun doing this play, man. Another scene that stuck out to me was Alondra, you and Rev, checks and balances. Listen here. That was probably one of my favorite scenes, only because the conversation, and I'm writing, but when you all, that's why I say y'all help me, because when y'all bring that stuff to life, I'm just writing it. But the way y'all communicated that scene to, I was like, oh my God, it was so
just
real.
Just real quick, because I remember on the build up to that, it was not what it was until like the practice right before we went on stage.
Oh, right,
and
right,
then she
right,
did
right.
it, and we was just all like, "Yo, that's the one. That's the one.
That's the money shot.
That's the one right there." Because we would rehearse at home and be like, you got to give it that, how you be coming at us. You got to give it that extra, you feel me? And then
Yeah.
she did it like right before our last rehearsal. I was like, that's it. That's the one.
And
Keep that.
I kept saying, you got to snatch that air, you got to snatch that. So Alondra, tell us about your experience in that particular scene. I know that was tell us about it. Just tell us how you experienced with it.
Oops. So yeah, I with that particular scene, obviously, from being raised in the church and all that good stuff, and then I was raised in a very traditional church, like strictly traditional. You could not wear makeup, you could not wear pants, you couldn't braid your hair, which is a big problem for a lot of Black women out there growing up trying to look decent. So being people telling you what you could not do and putting you in these boxes, actually it wasn't them putting us in boxes, it was putting God in boxes and how he could be expressive and to their liking or whatever. And so I think I really connected with the character on that point, and then kind of just wanted to communicate that. And then I think about like my own kids and how I would, how I have that way with my kids. Like my kids are not the status quo run-of-the-mill church kids. It's not who they are, right, Lucky?
At all.
Not at all. And so with that, it's like, how would I feel if my husband, the man that I've come into covenant with and was the king of my household, and, the covering of our whole house, the spiritual leader too, it's like, how would I respond to my husband? What am I supposed to choose? My husband over my son, or my son over my husband? Or basically you have to bring that together as a woman. You got to be like, look, I know you don't agree with this, but this is our son. You can't, no. So being able to connect with the character in that way, I think was real cool. And then of course, going back to the hood a little bit with the, checks and balances, checks and balances. And even with the one thing, I think the part that I liked most was when I was like, after I went off, then I came back with the I love you.
Yeah.
And I was like, but don't do it without
Yeah.
So it's just, I think that was just the whole mother experience and the whole, I love you, I'm your wife, but I'm not losing my kid over no bull.
Right.
So, yeah. And the tradition and the religion and all that stuff. So yeah.
That's dope. That's really, really dope. And like I said, we had so much fun putting this show together. I want to come back to you, Lee, because you was a part of the boy band, you and Jay. Somebody's doing an echo. I don't know whose mic is doing that, but either way, but you and Jay, y'all were part of this group called Uprise. And for people that came to see the show, maybe you knew or maybe you didn't know, but the show is loosely based on my life. I've been in a couple boy bands in my life, but this particular boy band, one of my friends' dad was a pastor. He was nowhere near as mean as the Reverend in the play. Nowhere near it. Uh, but I knew I needed to add that element of drama, and I knew I needed to add that level of dogma because I knew the crowd that I was going to be uh, um, playing to. So that's why I added so much. And there are a lot of people that think just like that Reverend from the play. A lot of people think just like that, and so I knew if I wanted to debunk a lot of those myths and crazy in their head, I knew I had to slap them right in the face with it. Um, so Lee, Jay, you all were in a scene together where we met your mom, who was played by Summer Sessions, and unfortunately she couldn't be on the live today. But you all had a run in with Jeff, who played your stepdad, and that whole scene was some extra special drama. And Jay, you said something, man. As you all were leaving the stage, that had me screaming. I think I heard it before, but I heard it yesterday. And as y'all were leaving, after I had the confrontation with Jeff, as y'all was leaving, Jay, Jay, you said, "Yeah, Mama, let me know when you take out the trash." I was like, "What?" I was laughing so hard. I was like, "Oh, that was a good dig. That was a good dig." That's a good dig. So tell me, Jay and Lee, I'm coming right back to you. So tell me, Jay, where were you in that process as you were preparing for that role, getting ready for that particular scene? Tell me about that.
That scene, I've more so been in predicaments where I've been like at my friend's house and have seen them go through that, like with their mom and a boyfriend or something like that. And just kind of, then times I would be there and would have to be the one to like restrain them. So I would be in Lee's predicament most of the time. So just like knowing where that frustration comes from and that anger. And there's been times where I even wanted to like jump on the dude with my friend or whatever, but knowing where that frustration comes from, and then knowing like you would want to have a slick mouth or want to be able to say something. There's been so many times where I wanted to say something when I was younger and like didn't, because like this ain't my house. So it was like, man, let me go ahead and throw this out here real quick. Let me know you take the trash out. Like, I don't know, it just felt like a cool little slick moment.
It was great, man. I had so much fun watching that part. So, Lee, and y'all did a good job bouncing off each other as brothers, especially when y'all was playing the game and oh man, all that stuff. I was sitting there screaming, watching y'all just interact with each other. And Jay, I want to it's for you and Lee. This actually happened in my real life. My brother, who's older than I am, um, well, my girlfriend used to call the house, and I say, y'all fortunate. Y'all grew up at a time where there are cell phones. We had house phones back in the day, right? So my brother and I were getting so many calls to the house. My mom said, y'all had to get your own phone line because my line being tied up, whatever. So we had our own phone line just for like our girlfriends or our friends. Interesting enough, like when my girlfriend would call, we had call ID had just became a thing. And my brother was seeing the caller ID and see it was my girlfriend and knew he was supposed to get a phone to me, but he'll be like, "Yeah, what's up, girl? Yeah, 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 yeah. Your breath smell like sweet carnation milk." Like what? Just crazy stuff. And but either way, he was just slick way trying to get at my girl over that.
No, you don't just bypass that. Sweet carnation, man. What is that?
Hey, till this day, one of my daughter's favorite parts is me and Lee playing the video games or whatever, how we was messing with each other and stuff like that. So that was dope.
Dude, it was so much fun.
Sweet carnation milk.
Sweet carnation milk. That was listen.
I tried to save you. See, I
So
tried to
she
take
smelled
it.
like she been nursing?
Wait a minute. No, seriously. No, it was that was something we used to say comically, because one, it would make the girl be like, "What the?" We would just say little silly stuff like that. But we've been
I'll be
having.
like, ain't nobody nursing over here. What?
I'm like, okay, just let this calm down.
It's
I'm going
a,
down.
That's wild, bro. That's
listen,
wild.
It was an icebreaker. It was an icebreaker. That's all I was trying to do, to break the ice. Because every time we were saying, she'd be like, "What?" We just say, "Hey, girl, come on." But either way, it will make her laugh, and that was the way in. Either way, but so that happened in real life. My brother would always try to sneak on the phone, and I'm nice. I'm the nice guy. So when this girlfriend would call, I'd be like, "Hey, your girl, that's her calling. So you want to come get this?" I'm always doing that. But my brother, he had to have all the girls, including all of mine. So he would be looking at that call ID like a hawk, like, "Oh, that's his girl. Let me get on and holler at her. Yeah, what's up, yo?" And just be in and in and in. So that was nostalgia from my childhood. But y'all did that really, really well. It was great seeing y'all bounce off each other. Another funny scene for me was Amy. When you and the girls ran into the shop, when y'all met Uprise. Oh,
Oh,
listen here. Uh,
I remember you were like, "Do it again." I was like, I gotta scream every time and sing.
Nah,
No,
that was like
that
real,
was
real quick. What I feel like you got a lot of funny moments like that are on camera, but what you're leaving out is the criminal. Like it's just so underrated. Of all the times you tried to correct us while we was doing something right, and then you didn't do it right,
what was
that
that?
always had me weak. I remember at the end you was like, "All right," he was like, "All right, everybody just stand still. We not gonna dance." I was like, "All right, cool." Hey,
And then
look,
Charlie
what are
did.
you doing? You gave me just standing still. You got to move. You got to do something. I was like, all right, cool. I'm a two-step. Boom, boom. He said, look, I said no dancing. I'm like, Charlie, look, bro. you pushing the envelope, bro. What do you want me to do? He said, don't stand
So
still,
you didn't know.
but
You didn't
dance.
know
Like,
Charlie was a brother on the edge. By the time we was getting ready to go, he didn't know
oh, he was
what he was.
cracking.
He was
He was
just like
cracking.
he was going back and forth and back and forth. No, I like that. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. And then you do it, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Yeah, I was like,
And I remember
"Oh,
he corrected. He corrected. I think he corrected. He corrected Lehman when they was playing the video game. He was like, "Nah, man, this is how you do it." I'm like, Charlie, you have never touched a video game in your life, bro. That he was sitting there looking awkward. He was. I was like, "What are you doing? We don't do that."
I think what he was trying to get us to do was like he wanted our emotions to be bigger and he wanted us to be more theatrical. But I
Right.
think toward the end, it was just really stressful, and
It was
so
stressful.
it was
Trust
like
me. Let me tell you.
Funniest moments ever.
Let me tell you the stress I was under because like the guys like Uprise, like vocally they weren't pulling off these songs.
They
Watch
didn't
this.
have none of it together.
Can I
Right.
just say that the Divas won every night? We could have
yeah,
given
and
them one night.
The Lauren Hill segment. Let's not forget the second night I did it right.
Listen.
The first night was practice.
I
The
love
second night was good.
I
But
love how
listen,
Brandon was like, man, they're supposed to be winning, but the girls are out singing you guys.
so the actual video that I have recorded is the second night. And because it's the night when the girls won. Because the first night the guys won. So the one that I have recorded is the one when the girls won. So that whole play is freaking hilarious. But let me tell you about the pressure. So the pressure was one, the guys were not getting them songs together, man. It was stressing me out so bad. Watch this. Y'all may not even know this, but it was stressing me out to a point that I said, hey guys, I know what we can do. We gonna turn this thing, y'all. We gonna do a lip sync battle.
Yep. Yep.
You said
Yep.
that.
Oh
You
God!
said that out
Hey,
loud.
Yep.
We remember
he
that.
said it. He
Yep.
said it. I was in
I
tears.
remember.
I was like, Charlie,
No.
what? And
No.
then I
I
remember him.
remember. No, I
It was
remember. I looked
Rasan
over
and
at
Lee.
Lucky. I
Rasan and
looked
Lee
at
was
Lucky, and I
killing him,
said,
bro.
I looked
Hold
at
on.
Lucky, and I said, they better do it. Honestly, I said honestly, like he
Cause
was
like,
laughing, but I looked over at him. I'm like, hey, what else we gonna do?
hey, bro, we dying out here, bro. Rasan and Lee was killing Charlie slowly, bro. It was so funny. It was just so funny. He was like, Lee, you don't move like this. You gotta put some groove in. And then Rasan just kept asking dumb questions. It was
No, and the thing that bothered
hilarious.
me and Jeremy, me and Jeremy, a lot of people don't know. I've known Jeremy since he was a baby. Like we grew up in church together, so we grew up singing and all that. Like give me a part and I'll hold my part. I know how to
Yeah.
not be beat. Like give me the back, give me the bass, make me the tenor. I'm good there. So and I'm
Man,
just
you
like,
got a nice little medium.
What was funny was when they would start like trying to run the scene, and I never watched the scene. I always watch Charlie, and you can see Charlie like
Yes, indeed.
he looks so tight, so tight.
I think they did it right
It was
one
gonna
time, and
implode.
Charlie almost passed out. Charlie was like, "Yes, oh, woo, yes, like that. Don't do nothing else, like that. That's the one."
No,
That's the
there
money
were
shot.
times where if
so
we did it right,
explosive.
you would see me mid singing, and I'd be like, and I just keep singing like, oh, okay, we here now. Okay.
I was having to woo-saw Charlie. I was like, Charlie, it's okay, bro. Like, I'm not really in this one. I'm gonna get him right, bro. You just go, you know what I'm saying? Go out there. I know what they
No,
doing to you, bro.
There
got
was one
it.
point.
Charlie,
There was
when
one
they
point where I was
finally
like,
did
Charlie,
get
I
it
ain't comfortable,
right,
but I'll take the lead.
Facts.
when they finally did get it right, I remember he almost exploded, like, which is yes, it was so loud in the where we were rehearsing. I was just like, I was crying. I was like, poor thing.
Yeah, because I don't even think everybody saw how bad some of those
Yeah,
like.
because our rehearsals were to the side, bro, and he was losing it. He was like, "No, do it again. No, we're
No,
do it
No,
again." I'm like,
no, it got to the
everything
point
came
where he had
together
just
like
them
right.
two singing half the time, and me and
Yeah,
Jeremy was just.
it
But
like everything came together like literally right at the wire, like literally right on stage, like right when we were running the scene, like the actual play. Exactly. And it was just, I don't know if it was the pressure I know I'm looking at Jay really.
stingy, bro.
I
He
think
said,
even
I was watching him roll the whole time. I'm like,
he
man,
was like, yeah. Like he
that
really,
nigga. I'm like,
like he
dang, that nigga stay
reliving the
in
moment.
Vegas now.
Are you
I'm like, man,
tense?
he stay in Vegas now, man.
It's like he was reliving a moment like that was successful. That
He
was
said, yeah, no, Charlie was on.
that
Yeah,
was
Charlie was on us, bro. Charlie was that man. I remember we were
he
trying to
was
get it
like,
right, man.
and then when they was hitting that note, me and Jeremy was like,
Hey,
And
it
then
wasn't all
he'll
sweet,
start coughing.
I was
He'll start
stressed
coughing,
out
and then
some
he'll
nights.
mute his mic to cough. we can see you. He like,
oh my God, stop!
There,
wow.
no,
like they
All
want
right.
to see you.
there was times I legit had to like just walk out. I was like, "Hey, Charlie, I'm going to the bathroom." I went to my car, smoked a blunt real quick, came back in.
Dude,
I was
you
like, yeah,
did.
shake the
We
goosies
all
off, shake the
knew.
goosies off.
Wait a
Everybody
minute.
knew.
No,
Everybody, it wasn't a
wait.
secret.
It wasn't a secret. And when
Wait,
you came
wait.
back,
No,
I
watch
mean,
this.
it was
I didn't
No.
know.
fragrant.
So.
That was
Everybody.
not a clone. That was
The
not
craziest
the
thing, he'd
clone.
be like, hey y'all, he'd be like, hey y'all, I'm about to go to the bathroom. He'll walk in the opposite direction. I'll be like, the bathroom not even over there, bro. We see you going to your car. There's windows everywhere.
No. And then I walked in the back from running around doing a scene to come on the stage the other way. And I'm like, what the heck is that smell? Jay.
And he'll walk in. He'll walk in all right, where we at?
All tight
Yeah,
out.
right.
Looking around. Where we at?
Look,
He
hold
left
on.
like he was about to
Hold
snap.
on.
And came
Rubbing
back.
his hands like Birdman. Like, we get it, bro. We know what you did. Like, you're not
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So listen. So Jay, I don't even think you realize this. I can't wait till y'all watch this video tonight. Jay, you apparently your stress level went through the roof, and I know you do that for medical purposes, so it's medicinal. I get it. It's also recreational too, but that's fine either way.
Kelly, we good.
Wait a minute. Oh, but no, but you probably even know this. You probably when I say it, you're gonna remember. But on the version of the show that we'll watch tonight, the whole last like 3 songs and the curtain call, you were nowhere to be found.
No, he left. He left.
Dude,
No, we was in the back because I think him and like Lee was being Lee. And so we were just like, everybody was just everybody was kind of down, and we were just like, man, like, are we gonna finish this? Like, Lee, you gotta get, like, come on, Lee, stay here with us. He was like a little puppy, just getting lost and stuff. We like, Lee, we good,
He
bro,
was
just chill.
No,
No, you did not have to share it backstage. You did not have to share it backstage.
There was a time where we was about to be on stage, and no, we was about to be on stage, and Lee was in the back in the other building eating.
No.
Yes, he was in the foyer. He was in the foyer. Like, what are you doing?
I was so like, and I was going through too much at that time.
Bro,
I couldn't deal with it.
What I tell, because me, Jeremy, and Rasad, we just sitting there like, it's over, bro. It's over. This dude, Jay, walks in, doesn't say nothing to nobody, just starts packing. Like his mama told him, you got 3. Like his mama said, get out. This nigga start packing. Hey, y'all, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Me and Jeremy and them looked at each other like, he ain't go to the bathroom. He gone. He out of here, bro.
I might just say you leaving. I thought you were all looking around. Like, where is
he packed the whole bag. Said, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom." No, you not. No, you leaving.
Wait. Okay. Real quick, just to not put it all on Lee, I'll admit this: I had the worst hangover when I showed up. For that, oh my god!
Oh yeah, it was day 2. Yeah, because it was day 2. People turning up night before.
Yeah.
He just packed all stuff. Grab all you hear is the keys jingling. He like,
I'm going to the bathroom. I'm like, what bathroom?
I'm going to the bathroom. No, you
like,
get out your house.
If you pay attention on the second day, I forgot to even change my shoes. I'm wearing flip flops when I get on the stage. Like I was out of it.
It was hilarious.
And so when Lee kept doing stupid stuff, I'm like, bro, I could barely remember what I'm supposed to do. I'm not trying to remember what you're supposed to do either.
I think the what like broke it was the scene where y'all was supposed to be playing video games and stuff, and y'all walked back, and he was just not happy at how that went. He just wasn't happy at how that went. He was like, Lee, man, come on, man, we got to be focused. We got to be in here. Yeah. I'm in it. Then we find out he in the foyer eating crackers and chips. We like, where's Lee? We gotta go do a scene.
And Charlie, look, I know that I'm messed up still. So I'm like, there's a couple times I'm like, okay, I just want to go over like a couple lines real quick with him just to make sure I know where I'm at.
Couldn't find him.
I'm trying to figure it out, and I couldn't find him. Like the whole.
He'll be on the other side. We like, what are you doing?
Literally every time we got done with a scene or was about to go to a scene, it turned into Find Lee.
Yeah, we all looking for Lee. That was crazy.
But at one point,
on stage, you're like, where were you?
But honestly, if you think about it,
there was one scene we didn't know where he was, and then out of nowhere he popped up. I'm thinking, like,
in the club scene. Then you just, hey, what's up, guys? Like, where have you been? Where have you been?
No.
All right, so what we doing?
He had like a honey bun and a Gatorade. And
did you go to the store? Did you go to the store?
He said you got another shirt. No, he goes, you got another shirt I can wear. My shirt's hella sweaty. You got another shirt, James? I was like, why the fuck do I need to give you another shirt, Lee? What were you doing?
Hey, in all fairness to Lee, bro, we should have seen it coming. Every rehearsal, where's Lee at? He'll just walk in randomly from Taco Bell. Like, did you leave to go to Taco Bell? Like, he'll walk in with McDonald's. You left to go to, and you walked. Like we don't got stuff to do.
I remember one rehearsal. Charlie was so mad. He said, "All right, uprise, we gonna do this." And then we all got up there. He said, "Where's Lee?" Every single one of us said,
Where do you think?
Yeah, you was the only one that said anything. Me, Jeremy, and Rashawn said.
Said, you know, leave me on his own little adventures, bro. Where you think we at, bro?
Charlie looked so mad. He looked so
sick.
mad. He said, how does the main person who need to practice not here right now? He was like, you know what? We're gonna bring the girls up here. Just wait till we get back.
Uprise, y'all get it together.
But let me say this, guys. We're gonna have to do a part 2 Because
Facts.
listen. No, I want y'all to watch the video. Y'all gotta watch it. So as soon as we get off this live, I'm gonna send it to y'all. Please watch it. Let me ask you this: can y'all do this Thursday?
Oh, what
Yeah.
time?
Same time? Or if y'all
Yeah.
or if y'all want to if y'all need to do it later, let's just it's we can control the time. That's not an issue. But I want y'all to be able to watch this thing, and then y'all gonna find all the foolishness that I found funny. And y'all gonna also see a lot of mistakes too. Because again, Alondra, you're right. It barely came together right at the moment. Um, but of course, I'm the writer, I'm the director. I can see everything that's wrong. But some of y'all be able to see some of the wrong. He's like, that was out of pocket. But I started to say too, because Amy, the scene when y'all first came into the barbershop, another thing that you said that took me out, and it wasn't even scripted. That was just you being impromptu, and you was like, "Hey, let's take a picture." And you had this stick, the
On a
selfie
selfie
stick.
stick.
I didn't know you was gonna pull that out. That's one. But
Yeah, that
then
was
you
I know what she said.
right.
Like,
Hold on.
that wasn't on night one.
Hold on. Wait a
I
minute.
think
Wait a
when she
minute.
did
Hold on.
that, I had to try real hard not to laugh. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
because I was like, that was not there the first. Let's do
yeah.
this.
It
Like,
wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been that bad if it wasn't how it unfolded. It was kind of
yeah,
like
yeah, because it was still. She literally pulled out like a lightsaber. She
Hold on.
zoom selfie girl. I was like,
I was like,
what?
oh, she was ready.
Where did she pull that?
Hold on. So Amy, so it was so magical. Amy was like, yeah, let me take this selfie. She said, because you never know who you're gonna run
Yeah,
into. I was like, that's
bro,
great.
it was hilarious.
I don't remember that. I really don't remember.
When
Like,
you
don't
watch it,
remember.
you're
oh
going to
man,
scream.
it's
Trust
like
me.
you had to be at home. Like, man, night one was crazy. How can we up it up a notch? Oh man,
Didn't I say that?
we bringing this. We bringing a selfie stick. We bringing a
No,
selfie
hey,
stick.
and the sad thing is, when if we redo it, I literally don't want to recast anybody. Like I want all the same people. Like I want Lee's annoying ass there, everything, because it'll
Facts,
just make it
fact.
even
Because
funnier.
honestly, the side quest to find Lee was something. That was something like that was the real bonding. That was the real bonding for Uprise. Having to find Lee, that was the real bonding.
That was bonding, man. It was the Easter egg hunt. We was hunting for
Yeah.
him when I say every rehearsal, we was looking for Lee. That's crazy.
Because Charlie was
So
like, forget it,
Where's
forget
all
it.
those?
Charlie said, forget it. I'm gonna step in. We was like, Charlie, you ain't gotta do
So
that,
are we
bro.
writing?
You ain't gotta do that, bro.
Are we writing a production for part 2?
but actually it very easy can be a part two. There are so many elements.
Didn't we
Believe it or
remix it?
remix
Or
what?
was that the other one? Did we remix that one or the other one?
No, we actually remixed Opel. Actually,
Yeah,
Opel.
what's
Oh
confusing me?
yeah.
What's confusing me is because Uprise was in both of them. That's what's
Right.
throwing me off.
Yeah. So actually,
That's
music,
what's
music,
throwing me
music
off.
matters is a spin off of Opel. It really is. And
Okay.
as soon as we did Opel, I started writing Music Matters. I was like, oh, I'm gonna flip this
Didn't I
thing.
just dance in one of them?
Yeah,
In
you
one of them,
danced in
didn't I just?
Opel. Yeah.
Yep.
What's
Yeah.
Okay.
Opel stand
Yeah.
for?
Yeah. Yeah.
I know I
It
shot
stands.
somebody.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for that one.
So Opel stands for Ordinary People, Extraordinary Love.
You gotta send us that
Yeah.
one too, bro. Cause like I want to see me shoot somebody. That was great.
Now,
Really?
now, no, we didn't record that one.
No, Jay. No, Jay.
Oh, we didn't record
No,
that
Jay.
one.
No, Jay. No.
What?
You didn't see it. That's fine.
Okay, I did. I'm gonna
Just
see it
keep
later. Jay, keep your phone. I'm gonna call you. I feel like I'm gonna have to say something to you.
Like, look, bro, just pre-roll it, cause we see you.
Yeah.
He was
So
talking.
anyway,
He was talking with it half rolled, and it's like, no, cause like I think if there was the experience, like, bro, we see the blunt. just roll it, bro. You ain't hiding it.
so what I want to do is I'm going to send you guys a message in our group that we have on Messenger. If we can if we can do this again, I really want you guys to watch it first. Watch, and y'all gonna find so much more funny than probably even I found from watching it. But I'll find out from everybody what's a good time that we can do a second show this week. It has to be this week because I have a scheduled show next Tuesday, and I have another scheduled show for the rest of the month. I have scheduled shows, so we can do it on a Thursday easily. That way, that'll
But
give you
we're
guys
busy.
Wednesday.
Would a
That way,
Friday be better? Jay,
so we
you
can
are
huh?
Jay, you're not seeing his random dance moves?
Yeah,
right
he's just
there.
moving.
He's all like what are we doing? What's the music? Anyway.
So, but no. So yeah, I can
in my mind.
we can flush it out in our messenger as to what time we'll do this Thursday and or Friday. I want it to be around everybody's availability.
Yeah, we need the whole
'Cause
gang here.
Right, because this was fun, but I really wanted to hear from everybody. And I heard from a good, but we're missing Jeremy, we're missing, quite a few people. And I want to obviously get them an opportunity to be a part of the live. So even if we do it like in the evening time, I'm okay with it. You all just let me know. I'll send some questions. You all let me know. Y'all respond back and let me know what's a good time that works for y'all. But y'all don't know how much I appreciate you guys for one volunteering to be a part of Music Matters, and just like Alondra, Lucky, and Amy, you all have been in several things that I've done, and same thing with you, Jay. And so I just appreciate you all. One, when the call is there, y'all like, hey man, I want to be a part of this. Because if this helped y'all, it helped me too, and it helped me that it helped y'all because it encourages me obviously to keep doing what I'm doing. And I'm really excited because I'm wrapping up a feature film project, so I'm really excited about that. I'm also working on a animation series, so I may be calling some of y'all to do some voiceover work for some of this animation. And it's not for cheering. So
Okay.
I'm not for cheering.
okay, so Jay, I know you're ready.
You
ready
gotta
like,
call me. You
Oh
gotta call me,
man,
Charlie.
it's
You know
done.
what's up with me, bro.
boy,
You know what's up with me, bro.
accents.
You know what's up with me,
I
bro.
got accents,
Um,
voices,
You
everything.
you know
I
what's
got
up with me, bro.
voices. I
Hey,
got
me and Jay.
several different
Hey,
types of places I
me
could
and Jay gotta
use.
be a duo though. I'm only doing it if Jay do it. We
Oh,
gotta be a duo though.
I
We
know
gonna
it's
be
gonna
able
be
we gonna be able to play off that.
we're gonna be the new Huey and Riley right
Oh,
there.
it's over. It's over, bro. It's over, bro. Yeah, I'm
But
definitely down for that.
it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. So I'm actually just I've been meeting with a couple cartoonists, and so once I get one that I feel like that's dope and that can obviously turn the animation around as quickly as I'm writing these scenes, and that'll be dope. So if y'all know any animated people or cartoonists that are really really good, and they have a good turnaround time, shoot them to me because I'm interviewing and trying to connect with some because it's animated, and I have to do animation right now because the thug Rona is out here in these streets, and we can't do no live stuff. We won't be doing no live stuff no time soon. So I'd rather us do some animation for one, but then also, we can do a play just like this. Actually, guys, y'all know that.
yes.
Like I can send y'all some lines, and we can do some scenes just with you and another person. We can do it. So I'm thinking.
Or just do a what's it called? Just shoot. We can also just do one where you just shoot it, but no audience. We just do the play, like, and
So
we just record it, cast only, cast and production only.
I'm telling you. So next is one and done. So next Tuesday, I want y'all if y'all are available. Next Tuesday, I'm actually having a live with the associate director of the Black Ensemble Theater in Chicago. He's a good friend of mine, and we worked on a lot of projects together. But he's going to be my guest next week, and he has his interns doing one of his plays. And what they're doing, his interns, what they're doing is they're recording their scenes um, at different locations, and they're going to edit and put
Edit
it
it together,
together
yeah.
and run it like a full. I was like, that's going to be so dope. So we're going to talk
Yeah.
about that process on next week. But I was like, yeah, it just gave me some ideas. I'm like, all right, that's going to work. So we're going to probably be doing some plays or at least some table reads. That way y'all can get a feel of some of the new stuff that I'm writing. And
I'm
and,
excited
and,
about
and
I need the
huh?
cartoon, bro. I
the
need to
cartoon.
be in
I'm
Cartoon's
it.
gonna be dope. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. I'm excited about it. And so yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that. But yeah, so we're right at an hour and 30 minutes, which was fun. So I'll hit you guys up in your inbox in our group that we're in, and we'll schedule another live this week. I'm gonna send you guys the play and the link to the play that way y'all can watch it as many times as you need to watch it to scream and laugh, because I know I did. Oh God, I laughed so hard. So but then we'll definitely do another live this week, either Thursday or Friday. I want to give y'all at least a day to watch it. So I'll hit you guys up, you all let me know, and we'll rock it out from there.
cool
But I
beans.
appreciate you. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It was so good catching up with all of y'all, and I'm so happy and proud of you all y'all still doing your thizzles in your own perspective way. And since we last spoke, Alondra, you're married, right?
Yeah.
So come on and say it. Wait a minute.
I'm
Wait.
married now.
That's, that's,
I'm married.
that's what I wanted you. I wanted you to give us that Suge Avery.
Nobody's seen Jay.
Everybody watch. I'm watching him. The single ladies.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted you to give us that Suge Avery. I's married now. So
Yes.
congratulations,
I
girl.
got married. I bought my first home. I started a new job.
That
And I
is
bought a
dope.
car.
Hey, congratulations! You have to give me coin.
Well, come
Yep.
on, somebody.
The moment,
Yes,
the
sir.
moment,
Look
the
at
moment she
God.
just started,
Won't he do it?
the
Yes,
moment she
sir.
started
Let
absorbing
him.
my greatness,
But God.
just started skyrocketing. It started
Yeah. So,
skyrocketing.
that somebody say get them coins.
Yes. See,
You know,
God will put
between
different people in
between
your
Jay
life.
and Lucky, I just don't know. I just don't know.
So
Right,
guys,
that part. I mean, that part.
Sometimes you're not supposed to understand God's glory, but it's still glory.
Amen, brother
Come on.
Jay.
No,
Amen, brother
Yes,
Jay.
sir. Yes,
Has
Amen.
everybody
Ooh,
seen
look at
Waterboy?
hold on.
Has everybody seen
Amen.
Waterboy? Remember
yes,
on Waterboy when she was like, he said you giving mama the brain pain. That's what you're doing.
that's your brain thing. But listen, thank you guys so much for being on the live today. This was so much fun, and I hope this was as much therapy for you all as it has been for me. So I appreciate you guys. I'll hit you guys up in the messenger in a minute, and we'll schedule another time for this week so we can pick up part two of Music Matters, and I want you guys to watch it. So I'll send y'all the link too.
Yeah,
But
send that link ASAP.
I got you, bro, and y'all have a great rest the next couple of days, and then this clown got a mask on.
I
Ever heard
know
of
we was doing that.
a computer virus? I understand that Rona is a thug. It's possible.
You need to protect yourself from that blunt. That's what it is.
Hey, I'll protect you from the blunt.
Oh, shut up.
I can't.
I'll do it.
No. I can't. do
You
it.
shall not pass. Like,
That's
nah,
what Jay's saying.
Stop.
nah, Jay, this for your own good, bro.
Stop,
This
bro.
for your own good, man.
Stop. I gotta stop it. This is too out of pocket. So guys, have a great rest of the week. I'll see you guys either Thursday or Friday, whichever one we set up. Okay. You guys take care. I appreciate you guys so much. Bye. Amy, thank you so much. Bye. All right, Jay, y'all crazy. So that is the crazy cast of Music Matters. We're gonna do a part two later on this week, so I'm gonna reach out to them and I will schedule that. But keep following the live, and we'll connect back with it. As you can see, I work with all types of creatives, and all of them are colorful, and I love all of it. They're all different, and you can't treat any two people the same because everybody's uniquely different. And so I try to lead that way, where I try to give everybody their space to be individuals. And so if there's anything I can encourage any leader, whether you're leading a group of creatives, you got to allow people to be their uniquely creative self. And I said something on the live too earlier about Love Life, Love God, which is my brand. It's 3 L's: Love Life, Love God. And this whole last few months has been very challenging in a lot of ways. I'm a creative, and I know that for the most part, that the things that I create are strategically designed to heal, to bring awareness, to heal. More importantly, to heal. I'm an empath, so everything that I produce is designed to heal and to bring awareness. So I try to educate, entertain, as well as inspire. What's interesting is I had to very creatively and strategically, I had to fall in love with my life experience. I keep saying this, and that's what I encourage my cast to do: is to fall in love with your life experience. It is yours. It is uniquely your life experience. You have to fall in love with it, and you have to honor God through that experience. Good, the bad, the ugly. You have to celebrate all of it because all of it is making you who you were designed to be. So never shy away from struggle, never shy away from pain. Pain is a motivator. It's designed to let you know, one, that something's wrong, but it also is designed to move you to correct the pain. So continue to keep grinding, stay creative. So important that you stay creative through this space. All creators, I'm speaking to you. Hopefully, you can hear it, not with just your natural ear, but with your inner ear, with your heart. Stay creating. That's how we heal the world through this process. Keep creating. Keep writing music. Keep writing songs. Keep painting. Keep cooking. Whatever your creative element, whatever the thing that it is that you do that helps you stay sane in this process, continue to do it. As you're healing yourself, you'll also heal the world in the process. So until next week, or we'll probably be back later on this week, I want you to stay positive, stay creative, and most importantly, guys, you have to, above everything else, stay clear. Okay, guys, we'll see you next week. Have a great time. And but stay following me because we'll probably come back on live this week after the cast watching Music Matters. But stay positive, stay creative, and most importantly, stay clear. We'll see you next time.